Muslim, Christian, Jew, Hindu, Buddhist, and atheist one too, and all in between. This is the absolute positive good God and truth of you, only crossing bigger and better. You know, I've studied a lot of things in history, but I was watching a show today, and it was on inbreeding throughout history. And I want to explain this to you. And words are hard to articulate exactly what I'm trying to express, but I know I'll be able to express it to you to where you can understand, so just give me a chance. In the mythology of Pistis Sophia, right, God, as truth, the boundless, more positive energy than all negativity I am, the neutral nothing, right, wanted to incarnate all matter to the peak of good as truth, only crossing bigger and better for all infinity of eternity, okay? And through slowing down lesser than light speed, okay, Pistis Sophia as a negative, as a backdrop to the reality check of a positive flow, okay? Because anywhere energy flows, right, it has to flow only one way. It can only flow one way, more positive than any negativity of it, okay? So, in reality, God as truth slowed down lesser than light speed, and as a reality check of it, right, all the energy came to one point, but it was a reverse polarity, okay, of nothing but coagulated matter of all time and space, okay, and as a dragon of energy, and as a devilish backfire, as a negative, okay, Pistis Sophia becomes self-aware to the reality check of the energy flowing through her, okay, and as a reality check, she tried to produce, but to produce as a negative, you can only produce negatively. And even though negative energy has energy, the polarity of that energy, right, is opposite of a positive polarity. So in reality, right, God as truth seen that Pistis Sophia as a primordial atom, as a negative, just like if you would go into a photo studio, you would have to have a dark room to produce the energy through the lensing effect to make the picture, okay? The same thing happened with all creation of existence. When God as truth slowed down lesser than light speed and Pistis Sophia started to coagulate a negative, okay? It was a negative of light, so it became a dragon on her, okay? And this is where the incarnate he shafting blue devil of her was created, okay? Because to cross negative as a negative and try and create, you're only creating to one nothing of you, right? A dragon of negativity on you as a devilishly delusional way on you, okay? Now, here's the thing I want to tell you about this. Pistis Sophia, by name, is the name Faith, okay? And if you heard what I said at the beginning of this video, I watched a show on inbreeding. Well, when you cross negative with negativity, you inbreed with yourself because you don't take on the more positive energy, right? The boundless energy of God to make you good as truth always. And you can only do it through faith, you see? Because all faith states that things cross bad, evil, and sinful, right? And all those things are just a lie on what they are. They're just negative as hell, and they need to come to a more positive value, a more positive state. And God as truth seen this with Pistis Sophia, but needed it to happen to coagulate to make matter, okay? When light becomes less than light, right? The energy of it becomes matter, okay? And this matter, right, became a negative dragon through the neutronic state of it, okay? And a neutron is not neutral. Neutral is nothing, okay? And as it did this, it caused her to become a she-he shafting devil on all things matter of her. See, E equals MC squared. The more positive a matter is, the more good it is as truth to the absolute bigger, better of it here and now. But no matter can be absolutely light, okay? So God as truth understood this, but to make the physical reality and realms that we dwell in, the space in which it's all created, right? He had to create two forces, one that was infinitely negative with energy and one that was infinitely positive with energy, the neutral nothing. And the she-he shafting devil of her, right? Yaldabaoth, Yahweh, the energy itself is of the negative energy of the devil, okay? And when it's manifested to matter, right, as a she-he shafting god of reality check, right, a Shiva shafting god, it can only be done through faith, okay? And faith is the first, right, or Hinduism is the first religion of the world, and Shiva was a shafting god, no good as truth of God. Neither him, Vishnu, or Brahman, or how they articulate Pistis Sophia, okay, as Brahman energy. These are all female depictions, right, of God, right? The core of Pistis Sophia, the one more positive, good God and truth of all I am, is no part of that, because in reality check, they describe an atom. Vishnu is the proton. Shiva is the neutron, right? And Brahman is the electron, okay? And now this Brahman energy, right? It's this Sophia energy, right? Produced, right, through Shiva as a shafting matter of negativity. See, if I wouldn't have showed up and stated as a fact of God check, as the good of God as truth, of all reality check I am, right, to only cross more positive than negative, right, the bad way of nothing, the evil way of nothing, the sinful way of nothing, right, will only make you bigger and better infinitely forever, because E does equal MC square, okay? But not to do that, you can only not do that one way, and it's to cross faithfully, articulating things that are negative, a lie on the negative things, bad, evil, and sinful, and not bringing them back always more positive than a negative if you don't go splat. And no faith, right, respects the body, okay? So, therefore, no faith knows how to articulate the body. Well, you can only articulate the body one way if you want to keep existing. Okay, from the mind through the body to the world, you have to be more positive than negative, right? That's the absolute good truth of God, of Jesus Christ, and the thieving Holy Spirit out of all mankind's bad way, evil way, sinful way, to one neutral nothing, just negative of the here and now of all matter. I am, you see, infinitely. You can't be destroyed for that. And anywhere an atom exists more male, more positive, because male energy is positive energy and female energy is negative energy, the more it does that, right? The more it's more positive than negative, right? It cannot be destroyed anywhere in existence. Well, your whole body is nothing but bonding atoms. They only cross and bond, two or more Christ-like, to make the absolute good God and truth of your shape, form, and mass one more positive than all negativity. With the thieving Holy Spirit out, good God and truth of all reality check, the triple male atom man evolved of all I am. See? Any God you think of, right, better be absolutely, positively, good as truth, bigger and better than all negativity of them, okay? Because if not, They're nothing of God. They're nothing good as truth. They're just a negative, deficient lie and way, a construct of faith of a bad way, sinful way, an evil way on you. Listen to me. I want to show you something. Now back to this inbreeding video. So Pista Sophia inbred with herself, negative with negativity, and it created this Shiva shafting devil. See, in body and matter, Samuel, that energy, right? That negative energy is it when it manifests the matter, right? It manifests as a he shaft, a Shiva shafting matter, okay? And Hinduism was the first faith of religion of the world, and this is what they did. They overthrew what was already good as truth, more advanced. Okay, see, when Pista Sophia got to the point to where all the matter of all creation of existence suffered, right, was about to go to the absolute of all things negative, one nothing of it here and now, God as truth turned back up to light speed and caused Pista Sophia to explode into two energies, right? Male and female, okay? Now, all the negative energy, the neutronic energy, right? The dragon of all things good as truth went to the neutrons, and all things more positive, male energy, E equals MC squared, went to the proton. Well, the proton is more positive than the matter of a neutron, so in reality check, it was able to overwhelm the neutron and cause the first sustainable atom, which is the good of God as truth of the life of Jesus Christ of all I am, to be created, one that can never be destroyed. Okay, now once these atoms, right, started becoming more positive, bigger and better than the negativity of them, they became the bonding elemental chart of all matter of what you see here now, right? Or what's expressed here now, okay? And the earth and everything came together, right? And the energy of the thieving Holy Spirit out, the good of God as truth of all for everlasting peace I am, right? Incarnated this female she-ape species, okay? Not that they were all women, they were just female of knowing what was good as truth, okay? They were more animal than man, okay? They weren't quite stated with faith because I don't believe they were evolved enough to understand good truth to the bigger and better reality check. And I'll explain to you why. Because most of them, when this energy went into them, threw themselves over a cliff with their lives. They couldn't sustain it. They built themselves up so much, it destroyed them. What every fool since the beginning of Adam and Eve has done. But here's what I'm going to explain to you. The difference is one of them made it up to the cavern of woe, okay? An incarnate spirit of God, the good of God as truth of all I am, incarnated with her, caused her to explode with an orgasmic affair, brought her mental state to a higher level of understanding, which is a woman, because a woman is the only one that can have an orgasm out of all females' creation of existence. So it took her to a higher energy level of being, right? She became a woman, and the first incarnate out Adam man, pre-evolved Adam man, first evolved Adam man of all I am was created, and he was the God and the King of the world. See, the world was a true sister reflection. At every point in time and space, there was pyramids, right? I am, okay? More positive than negative, okay? And it was Tesla energy, but it became so advanced, okay, that it was overthrew by the he shafting less inferior people, because, see, all who didn't breed with the Adam man, they bred back with themselves, or they bred back with her, which is the same as them, except she was took to a higher mental level. So they were always inferior in knowledge and sickly to the reality of them. And the men of old who created all of this, right, with the Adam man evolved of all I am, the pre-Adamite man of all I am, right, was overthrew by these he shafting, right, devilishly delusional, inbred out fools, okay? Now, Shiva is depicted as blue. And if you know anything about the color blue in skin, it comes from inbreeding, okay? In humans, you go to the blue skin people of Kentucky, okay? And through this inbreeding, right, after they shafted the world, right, Adam came to himself, right? And he knew he was an Adamite man, never to be destroyed. He knew the good truth of him, but he didn't know how to stay connected to it, which is to only cross all of all we are back one more positive than negative. And these inbred fools, this Yada-Baoth, this Yahweh, these Anunnakis that came from space, all these fools were Shiva shafters of negative knowledge, man, right? That not only destroyed themselves, right, but they inbred out to keep this power all the way up to the modern age. And every time you cross more faithfully, or every time you cross faithfully instead of rightfully, truthfully, right, good to the here and now of you, right, more positive than negative, right, you inbreed with yourself the same way they do, right? And it's just a selfish, biased, immature, shafting way, not only from the mind to the body, but also to the world. You hear me? And it's biased foolishness, and that's why that fool on the cross, right, hung himself out to one neutral, nothing of him, just negative of the here and now of him. And Jesus and the thief of all I am, stowed their lives back and are the one man up, the good God and truth of the full thief man, God King, Adam man first evolved, the triple male of all I am. See, Jesus told the thief, he said, you wake up before me, roll this tomb back, don't worry about it, all's good, let's bond out, don't worry about that fool, he'll be nothing within a matter of hours. And he was. And the thief woke up. He rode back the tomb. He was the light of God. He was the two lights that Mary had seen come together as one. And the thief went to all things good matter as truth. And Jesus descended to all things more positive than negative with spirit. Good as truth, okay? And the light of Christ, right? The bigger, better matter of the thief of all paradise, the everlasting spirit of all, for everlasting peace I am, right? Is here now to steal the whole creation of existence back. And I'll do it when I feel like it. And I'll do it when it's right. And nothing will stop me. And that is a fact of God check. From the full thief man, I'm going to say it again. God and King of all creation of existence. A reality check. From this man to all mankind I am. God, truth, a reality check. Peace.